Welcome back to Speak Like You Mean It, the podcast where we break down communication skills into real, usable tools you can apply today, not someday. I'm your host, and today we're diving into something that almost everyone struggles with at some point: how to talk confidently. Not just sounding confident, not just pretending, but actually feeling grounded, clear, and in control when you speak, whether it's in a meeting, a classroom, a presentation, or even a casual conversation. If you've ever found yourself overthinking your words, stumbling mid-sentence, or replaying conversations afterward thinking, "Why didn't I just say it like that?" This episode is for you. By the end, you'll have a practical framework you can use immediately to speak with more confidence, clarity, and presence. Let's get into it. What confidence in speaking really is. Let's start by clearing up a common misunderstanding. Confidence in speaking is not about being loud. It's not about using big words. And it's definitely not about never feeling nervous. Real confidence is this: the ability to express your thoughts clearly without letting fear control your delivery. You can feel nervous and still be confident. In fact, most confident speakers still feel some level of anxiety. They've just learned how to manage it. Think about it this way: confidence is less about emotion and more about behavior. It's what you do, even when your brain is telling you, "You might mess this up." Why most people struggle. So why is speaking confidently so hard? There are usually three main reasons. One, fear of judgment. We worry about how others perceive us. What if I sound stupid? What if they disagree? What if I mess up? Two, lack of structure. A lot of people don't know how to organize their thoughts in real time, so they ramble or freeze. Three, overthinking. Instead of focusing on the message, we focus on ourselves. How do I look? How do I sound? And ironically, that self-focus is what makes us less effective. Shifting your mindset. Before we talk about techniques, we need to adjust your mindset. Because no strategy works if your internal dialogue is working against you. Reframe one: it's not about you. This might sound strange, but it's freeing. When you speak, your job is not to impress people. Your job is to deliver value. When you shift your focus from "how am I being perceived" to "am I being helpful or clear," your anxiety decreases. Reframe two: mistakes are invisible. Most people don't notice your small mistakes. They're too busy thinking about themselves. You pause awkwardly, you mispronounce a word. Chances are, no one cares as much as you think. Reframe three: confidence comes after action. You don't wait to feel confident before speaking. You speak first, and confidence follows. The foundation: breath and body. Let's move into practical skills. Confidence doesn't start with words, it starts with your body. Step one: control your breathing. When you're nervous, your breathing becomes shallow and fast. That signals panic to your brain. Instead, try this. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Do this a few times before speaking. It calms your nervous system almost immediately. Step 2: adjust your posture. Your body sends signals to your brain. Stand or sit upright. Relax your shoulders. Keep your chin level. This isn't about looking confident. It actually helps you feel more stable. Step 3: slow down your movements. Nervous people move quickly. Fast gestures rush speech. Confident speakers are deliberate. Slow your movements just slightly. It creates a sense of control. How to structure your speech. Now let's talk about something incredibly powerful: structure. One of the biggest reasons people lack confidence is they don't know what to say next. Here's a simple structure you can use in almost any situation. The point, reason, example framework. 1 point, what are you trying to say? 2 reason, why does it matter? 3 example, can you illustrate it? Let's try a quick example. Instead of saying, I think this idea might be good because, it could help. You say, I think we should try this approach. It's more efficient because it reduces duplication, and for example, we could cut our processing time in half. Clear, direct, confident. Mastering your voice. Your voice plays a huge role in how confident you sound. Let's break it down. 1. Speak slightly slower. Most people speed up when they're nervous. Speaking just 10–15% slower makes you sound more composed and gives your brain time to think. 2. Use pauses. Silence is powerful. Instead of filling gaps with or pause. A pause signals confidence. It tells people you're thinking, not panicking. 3. Lower your tone slightly. When we're nervous, our voice tends to go higher. Try speaking from your chest instead of your throat. It gives your voice more depth and authority. Thinking on your feet. One of the biggest fears people have is, what if I don't know what to say? Let's fix that. Technique by time. If you need a moment to think, say, that's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. This gives you space without awkward silence. Technique, repeat the question. This is especially useful in interviews or discussions. It gives you time and ensures you understand. Technique, keep it simple. You don't need perfect words. Simple, clear language is always more effective than complicated phrasing. Building real confidence over time. Let's be honest, confidence doesn't appear overnight. It's built through repetition. Here, how to accelerate that process. Practice out loud. Thinking in your head is not the same as speaking. Practice explaining ideas out loud, even when you're alone. Record yourself. It might feel uncomfortable, but it's one of the fastest ways to improve. You'll notice habits you didn't even realize you had. Start small. You don't need a big stage. Speak up in a small meeting. Share your opinion in a group chat. Ask a question in class. Confidence builds through small wins. Handling nerves in the moment. Even with practice, nerves will show up. Hear what to do when they do. Acknowledge it. Instead of fighting nerves, accept them. Okay, I'm nervous and that's fine. Redirect your focus. Shift attention outward. What am I trying to say? Who am I helping? Ground yourself. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice your surroundings. This pulls you out of your head and into the moment. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's quickly go over a few things that hurt confidence. Over-apologizing. Avoid starting with, sorry, this might be wrong, but. Over-explaining. You don't need to justify every point. Filling silence. Silence is not your enemy. A simple daily routine. If you want to improve quickly, try this daily routine. Spend 5 minutes speaking about any topic out loud. Focus on slowing down and structuring your thoughts. Record yourself once a week. Reflect and adjust. Consistency matters more than intensity. Final thoughts. Let's bring it all together. Talking confidently isn't about becoming a different person. It's about managing your body, structuring your thoughts, practicing consistently, and shifting your focus away from fear. You don't need perfect words. You don't need perfect delivery. You just need to show up, speak clearly, and keep going. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who could use a confidence boost. And remember, confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you build, one conversation at a time. Thanks for listening to Speak Like You Mean It. I'll see you in the next episode.